Hi, I'm Dr. James Rouse, and lately I've been actually looking at this whole phenomenon of the blue zone. And the blue zone is all about these long-lived people, civilizations around this world where people enjoy incredible longevity, amazing health and vitality, and what's really cool about this, these are happy people on top of that. And one of the things that they actually speak about with the blue zones, there tends to be a real relationship with moving naturally. But I want you to make it a clear distinction. Most of these places are rich with agrarian lifestyle. These are people who are farming all day. They are in the gardens all day. These are people who are moving all day long. So moving naturally is part of their natural lifestyle. Now in this country, there are farmers and there are people who garden. And those people, you know what? Awesome, you're doing it. You're probably living the blue zone wonderfully well. Now the rest of us, moving naturally may become a little bit more difficult. Because we're thinking about, okay, gosh, I got to move all day long when I'm also spending 8 to 10 hours at my desk, 8 or 10 hours doing this, doing that. Where do I find the time to move naturally? This is when it gets down to a key distinction, the blue zone. There is all about, I'm going to say this blue zone for other people who are not farmers and gardeners. These are people who need to leave a lifestyle that is at least 30 minutes a day of working out, exercising. Most importantly, maintaining lean muscle mass. Lean muscle mass is an independent biomarker. It's a life marker for longevity. People who have more lean muscle tend to live longer. When you lose your lean muscle, you tend to attract more disease, you tend to leave the earth quicker and not helpfully. So, you want to maintain lean muscle, and I'm a big proponent of this. I believe strongly in resistance training. I believe strongly you've got to move some weights, you've got to do some push-ups, you've got to have some body weight, and you have to break a sweat every single day. You know what's amazing about this? When you move your body and you break a sweat, you absolutely create a chemistry of awesomeness. You help to build ideas around using your mind in ways that are really powerful and creative, because that chemistry, when you break a sweat and you're building dopamine and you're building all the things that actually make your brain much more alive, you're more successful, you're more happy. They'll carry you all day long. Other things are happening too. You're improving insulin sensitivity. So you're actually lowering your risk for diabetes. You're improving your metabolism. Lean muscle mass is your #1 tissue for burning fat and also keeping your energy level going. So it does all these good things for you too. So you gotta think about lean muscle mass is one of the things you wanna be looking at. I see a lot of people walking down the street, we call them the skinny obese. Now the skinny obese people, you can see them, they're thin, but they're not toned. And I'm not saying this as a way of judging people, it's an observation from a medical perspective. When you're not toned, you know they're not managing your blood sugar very well. You know there's not a lot of vitality going in one's physiology. And you have to understand that muscle serves your physiology in remarkable ways. It literally is a miracle for your mind, your body, and your soul. So 30 minutes a day is all we're asking. It'll be a part of the blue zone for people who are not gardening and farming all day long, but for people who want to live an amazing long life. Think about muscle, think about sweat, and think about the gratitude we can have when we choose to move every single day with that kind of fire and that kind of purpose. Make it happen today.